One of the biggest obstacles to people realizing their potential is self-awareness. I observe this all day, every day, where people just lack a fundamental awareness of how they're turning up, what their emotions are doing to the way in which they're thinking, in which they're behaving. Self-awareness to understand when the interactions that they're having with other people aren't being well received. So that inability to read the room and recognize, what am I actually bringing to these circumstances? I work with a lot of leaders and individuals around how to grow self-awareness. So I just wanted to share some of those key tips with you today. I think the starting point is actually wanting to know more about yourself and to actually be curious and dedicate some time and effort to going on that journey. One of the simple things you can do is have a habit around daily reflection. So to spend some time thinking back through the day, what's worked well, what didn't work well, how did I show up, how was that received? And again, just consciously connecting with who you have been and how that's impacted both your own success as well as your relationships and the team as a whole. Another strategy that I often recommend to people is journaling. So that self-reflection piece could just be a thought process that you work through, but also journaling can sometimes help us to tap into our unconscious thinking and start to bring into our conscious mind some of those insights. I think another incredibly important thing is actually being open to feedback, but more than being open to it, actively seeking it. If you have a trusting relationship, whether that be with your boss or somebody else that's working with you on a regular basis, and ask that person to give you feedback periodically around what they are observing about you. Another way you can go about it is to tap into psychometric tools and assessments. We use a couple, for example, the TMS work style preferences tool that helps you to understand who you typically work, where you get your energy from, what types of work you tend to enjoy, therefore what types of work might you not enjoy, how you're likely to respond and behave in the context of a team environment. We also use another one, which is EQI 2.0, which looks at or measures emotional intelligence and helps us to, again, measure things like self-awareness, but also our empathy levels, our ability to regulate our own emotion, our impulse control. That particular tool has about 15 different sub-factors of emotional intelligence that, again, can be super revealing. Another strategy, obviously, is to work with a coach or to work with a mentor, formalize that relationship with somebody who can help you to understand more about yourself over time. Because when we have greater understanding of ourselves, we're clearly in a stronger position to then start making conscious choices about the person that we want to be and how we operate on a day-to-day basis. So again, most people that I meet need to grow their self-awareness to some extent. So I'd encourage you to reflect on that. Actively engage in becoming the best possible version of yourself.